What up, y'all? I'm back with another review, and I'm here to review the newest studio album from Streetz entitled Kiss the Ring. This is his debut studio album on Griselda Records. I've been familiar with Rome since Head Crack dropped back in 2019, and he's come this far, so far, and has, dropped the debut album on one of my favorite labels of the last 4 or 5 years. I reviewed Noise Candy 4 in 2020, which really felt like my first proper introduction to Rome. And then I reviewed Coup de Grace, the collab, back in 2021 with Ransom. And now I find myself having, and I don't mean having like this is a chore way. I mean having to, like, man, I get to do this, review his latest effort, Kiss the Ring. And I feel like my little bit of enthusiasm there kind of spoils how I feel about it. But y'all know at this point, I only review what I fuck with anyway. So I'm not gonna waste my time reviewing some shit unless it's an album I'm like completely disappointed in. I'm not gonna review something that I don't fuck with. So yeah, let's dive right in. The first track is Big Stepper, and little did I know that this track was one of many big steps to be taken on this album. Like, just the first, it's the takeoff. And let me not necessarily say that in a way or where it would come off as I'm trying to say that I don't expect Rome to be dope. Of course I do. But nigga, oh boy. The next track is Hard on Froze. Everything is cold here. The beat especially, but also Rome's attitude and heart. The delivery, which of course this is fitting going with the title track. Well, the title of the track. This is not the title track of the album. Now the next track, Into Deep. This is that early morning first track of the ride type shit. Like, it's the first song you play in the whip. Here Rome comes across. He expresses wisdom about talking less than listening. Well. Well, yeah, talking less, listening more is that's the wisdom that he's dropping here, especially when you're in too deep, have something to lose and have to start watching those around you. In Rome's case, it's been that way since the dope game, and now it's that way in the dope game on the mic. The last minute of this track is the POV of a brother in the hood explaining how it is there, why it's there, and like just the continuous toxic cycle of, toxicity, and just encouraging those in the hood to save their money instead of burning it and trying to get themselves out of there. Wise, absolutely. Now the next track, Soldier Boy, featuring Conway the Machine. This has a way of taking me back to Noise Candy 4, actually. These brothers are just out here. They're soldier boys in the game, always working, trying to rank up. The way the way Con was spitting on this track, for real, he should have been on Hard on Froze, because he ain't showing no love to these rap niggas. He said that shit, and I'm not gonna lie, like, y'all saw it. Like, it had me cracking up listening to this because he's so just blunt about it. It's funny as shit, for real. Now the next track, Tyson Beckford. This just sounds like the streets. What was that line that Rome said? There was more to this, but I started the quote here and ended it with, mad niggas died when fentanyl first came out. This some better dope, my nigga. Show me your vein now. All right, Rome. All right, nigga. Okay. And here he's just talking about how experiences teaches the best lessons, how to keep your head up, especially if you want to wear the crown, and to stay woke, of course. Like, watch the dudes around you, especially the ones who are trying to always dap you up. Now the next track, it sounds like some nighttime on the prowl type shit with the beat on Destiny Child. That's the title of the track. It's like that out to get it type shit. Like you're born to do it. Like it's your destiny, or like you are a Destiny Child. Now the next track, Blow for Blow, featuring Stove God, Cooks, and Benny the Butcher. Just fucking heavy hitters on this shit. It's exactly what you'd expect from a star-studded lineup like this. The beat follows that dark sound of the previous track, but sounds more like something for standing on the corner or roaming the streets on foot. The pictures painted by the MCs are more like visuals or clips of untold stories of returning blows and working blow to blow. Now this next track, Ugly Balenciagas. There ain't nothing ugly about this. It's jazzy and classy, and while Rome does show some of the ugly that he's done and what he comes from, it's beautiful the way he does it. Like, this is art, my nigga. Now this next track, A Thousand Ecstasy. That loop beat here certainly sounds like A Thousand Ecstasy. Like a few tracks on this album, this one reminds me of a few tracks off of Mobb Deep's The Infamous classic. I'm just bobbing my head the whole time to this shit. Now the next track, Armed and Dangerous, featuring Armani Caesar, is it's yin and yang. Like the yin is armed and the yang is dangerous. Like the beat is warm and dreamlike, and Rome and Armani complement each other very well here. This is an expression of a tag team effort in two ways, on the mic and away from it. The next track, Cry Champagne, is the perfect title because this track is just luxurious. Like, this is what the two bass emote on fucking Twitch was made for. Like, it's luxurious. Two fucking bass. And this next track, Non-Factor, featuring Westside Gunn. I love how both MCs match the easygoing beat here with their seemingly effortless but polished delivery. Easily one of my favorite tracks off the album, just off of that synchronicity alone. And this next track, Long Story Short, which I think I wrote the most for this track itself. Long story short is the story of a young brother named Derek who goes by Busy. This brother had promise with basketball, but then a knee injury took it all away, and he eventually turned to drugs to the point of addiction to Oxycontin and down from taking a fake pill. The other side of this story is from the point of view of the man who sold Busy the pill, Jermaine. Jermaine's attitude was like, fuck it, because he's in the jungle, it's survival of the fittest, and he's got to get it. Jermaine also had dreams of being an artist himself, but then the law knocked on his door one day, and well, that was the end of that. Long story short, though, is both of these brothers had so much potential and were out here balling trying to realize it, but like Rome said, sometimes the hood is undefeated and it's mad hard to beat the odds. Yeah, absolutely right. Absolutely right, unfortunately. The next track, Serving, featuring Boldy James. I like how this beat is more so, it's something I more so expect to hear Boldy flow on, but Rome roamed on it like it was any other beat on the whole damn album. And the beat is not exactly foreign to him in the first place, so Boldy roams as Boldy does over this similarly slow, roaming, creeping type beat. And both of these brothers express how they serve the bass then and now. Motherfucker. The beat switch on Reversible, though, the next track, sheesh. Like, the first part of the beat was enough to get a nigga's head bopping, but, yo, like, what the fuck? That continuous conductor, we have a problem. Conductor, we have a problem. Conductor, we have a problem. That shit. It served as like, like a build up before the eruption that was that fucking beat switch. This was fan-fucking-tastic, my nigga. Now, this next track, Fashion Rebel, it sounds like something right out of the 90s. Like, I can legit envision this having a music vid with it. But at the same time, while it comes off as something like straight out of the 90s, it doesn't come off as dated either, which is cool as shit. While it sounds like something you listen to with anticipation for the next MC to come in and MC, Rome bodies it solo no problem and adds a slightly different touch with each verse. The self-titled track is the closer, Kiss the Ring, as it should be. And I love how this brother is, in the end here, his most in-your-face and, like, fuck you about it on the outro here. It's again, it's fitting. Although he was that way on the intro as well, when I fucked with it there, too. I actually kind of like that. You have that attitude the most on the intro, and you leave that way. You say goodbye that way. I fuck with that. But yeah, Kiss the Ring is the right title. Like, it's the perfect title because, damn, Rome himself said that this was his rawest self, this album, at least this effort, and I certainly feel like this is his magnum opus for now, at least. The baseball fiend and wrestling fan of me, of course, will forever appreciate these references to them dropped in the project, which I've come to expect, of course, from Griselda. And yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. Like, fucking hell. Rome, man, I don't know what, I said this is your magnum opus, but at least solo for now. This is right there. I mean, if you're watching, you're probably not, but this is like his magnum opus right there with Coup de Grace with Ransom back in 2021. Like, he's God dang, these last 3-4 years, Rome Streetz has been like one of the top dogs in the game. Uh, Underground, and just given that that's my taste more so anyway, but he's just on the come up. Like, this brother has just come a long way, but again, so far. And if you haven't heard this project, I definitely recommend that you check it out and come back and let me know what you think about the album. And if you have heard it, of course, I want to know what you think. Let me know what you think in the comment section below and what you think about my review on it. Be sure to hit the like button if you like this review. Share the review. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and like the content that you see. And just in case I haven't made it clear, check this fucking album out. And that's pretty much it. Thank y'all for watching, and I will see y'all next time. I know it's, as I record this at least, it's the 11th of 2023, but I'm almost there. This won't be like 2022. It'll be like freaking June, and I'm doing my tops of the year. No, this will be in a more timely fashion. I promise y'all that. That's it. Thank y'all for watching. Again, I will see y'all next time.